Today's subject, just a little bit of putting optics. There are things that work and there are things that don't work. One of the things that really doesn't work, we see a lot of. A lot of golf balls have lines on them, or you can put lines on them. And you see people placing it on the ground trying to get that line lined up to their target. Now at a mere 60 inches, mathematically you have to line that up within exactly a 32nd of an inch. And that is rather difficult on bumpy greens, just simply grass, things with dimples. Now obviously at 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, and so on, this becomes physically, if not mathematically, almost impossible to lay on the ground exactly precisely. And if it's not precise, the ball will not go in. So by doing that, we're probably simply making for slow play. What about those really long putts, which are in fact more critical for optics? One of the best things you can do is go to Home Depot and buy one of the long yellow tape measures. It's called a winder. At 35 feet here, I can set up to the ball and I can see down the entire line of that putt to see if it looks right to me. Now do remember, always start off with binocular vision. Head is level and choose your intended target. Okay, walk into the ball from behind and then make your stroke. Now, my line on my putter will be at my intended target and my eyes will be over the yellow of the tape. Make your stroke and you can watch the ball all the way through the hole. By doing this numerous times, that overlearned skill gets in there and the optics become more clear and more clear and more clear. Now to help you in your optics and your alignment on short putts, I highly recommend that you get a simple chalk line. It can be bought at any Home Depot. You can buy different colored chalk to go inside it, which you might need to do depending on the coloration of your green. Simply snap a chalk line on the ground. From behind you can now clearly see your target line. Have the line of your putter match the line on the ground. Make your stroke. Now if they're not going in, these are a couple things to consider. If your head is too far over the ball, you will generally have a tendency to pull the ball. And if your eyes are too much inside, you'll have a tendency to push the ball. Now you might need to experiment with that, but you want to see the line on the ground matching your intuition over the ball. This will lead to many, many, many more made short putts. Another thing to help you in your alignment over any distance is one of the most simple things on earth. It's called an insighter, originally developed by my friend Chuck Hogan, one of the best teachers I ever knew. Now, it's about 3 or 4 inches across with a line down the center, and simply a triangle. Now what you're going to do is put your putter on the ground and then have a friend come up and place that insider adjacent to the face of your putter. You can then walk back here and see where that line is pointing. In other words, is the putter pointing where you think it's pointing? Player lines up to their intended target. You place the insider adjacent to the face. The player will then step away and walk back, and you can see if the line is at the intended target or the target the player thought they were lining up at. So whether this is a short, medium, or long putt, this insider is one of the best devices for checking your alignment I've ever known.